I'm Nina McVeigh. Jennifer, I love the project that you've brought to share with us. These little skinny mini kits that make these wonderful runners are just so much fun to do.
They are really adorable, quick projects. These are something that are wonderful skill builders for newer quilters, and they're something that, again, is a very quick, instant gratification project for a more experienced sewer.
And it's a great way to practice your different quilting techniques or even different piecing techniques that you might want to play with.
Exactly. And you know, the kits are small, they're easy to do, they're also great projects for using up some scraps. Now, as we start putting these together, when we go back to basics, we want to make sure that we're working with our 1/4 inch foot. Now, the 1/4 inch foot, for those that are not familiar with it, does have a number of markings. If you sew with your fabrics right along the edge of that 1/4 inch foot, you have a perfect 1/4 inch seam. On the inside, you have markings indicating your 1/8 inch, so if you're doing minis or paper piecing, this is very handy. And then along the outside edge, there's a marking a 1/4 inch in front of the needle, at the needle, and a 1/4 inch behind, which are great for some of your mitering and some of your inset seams. So let's go ahead and start piecing one of these quick little skinny minis. So we're going to start by doing a little strip piecing. So here we have our strips already cut. We'll lay them right sides together. Again, aligning the edge of the fabric right along the edge of that presser foot, and then stitch.
I also use the little marking on the throat plate, which is that 1/4 inch marking. It just helps as it goes in under the foot to stay
gives you
straight.
a nice little place to get started ahead of time. Works especially well when you're working with long strips like this. That way you get them underneath the foot, guided a little earlier. Now with strip piecing, you start by sewing your lengths of fabric together, opening them up, and then cross-cutting to create your smaller subsets. Now, I like to position a line on my ruler at the seam line. This helps to keep everything nice and straight and even. Go ahead and turn this around so that I can cross-cut the segments. Again, keeping a line right on that seam line to keep everything nice and straight and even. And you'll simply cut down the length of that strip until you have the number of units that are required for the project at hand.
So this is a lot easier than cutting individual squares and sewing your squares together. You're doing it in a much faster way.
Much quicker this way. So the next step in creating our unit is to take our strips, turn one around so that we're creating a little 4-patch unit. And we'll take them to the machine, right sides together, and stitch.
And your seam allowances will automatically be in the right position because you flipped that square.
Exactly. So we've got them going in either direction to eliminate any bulk in that seam. And then turn our block out.
That's perfect.
Isn't that quick and easy? Easy enough for a beginner.
Yes.
Now once you've assembled a number of these 4-patch units, they're going to become, once set on point, the center of our skinny mini.
And it looks, when you look at this, you really don't see that it's pieced in strips at an angle.
Exactly.
Once you lay your triangles down.
Yep. It's a very simple piece, but really gives you a very complex look. So our next step then will be to add our setting triangles.
And for the beginners out there, they want to make sure they start at this square corner and they're going towards the point of the triangle.
And then just turn those edges out. And then we're ready to stitch the next one in place. And again, starting on the squared up edge, as opposed to trying to guess down here at the point of the triangle. And stitch. Again, keeping everything lined up on the edge of that 1/4 inch foot. And then we have our completed unit. So once we create each unit, then we'll join the units together until we have a length that's sufficient for our table runner. Add the backing, quilt it with your favorite quilting techniques, and you're ready to go.
This is a fabulous project, Jennifer. Fast and easy and fun. And these little skinny mini kits come in a variety of patterns and fabrics.
Absolutely. For these and more, visit your local Bernina dealer today.